Do you hate when people take advantage of you? If so, you're in luck because this is a corporate bullshit 101 where I'm gonna teach you how to give feedback when people fuck with you. And you could use this advice in the real world too, whether somebody's messing with you or whether you paid for a service and they simply just didn't deliver and you're not happy. So you're gonna learn how to stop being a pushover through the technique that I call the Karen method. So what exactly is the Karen method? It's basically a state of mind that I had to learn over time because of my own shortcomings when it comes to confrontation. See, I've always been the person that allowed certain things to happen to me without voicing my opinion because I was always so concerned about how it would make me look because I just never wanted to make a scene, which is something that I'm sure many of you can relate with. So a while back, I booked a hotel stay at the Ritz-Carlton, which if you don't know is a super expensive hotel and not something I would typically go to, but it was for a special occasion and I was really excited. And with that, I booked a reservation at a restaurant they had on site months in advance. And lo and behold, when I get there was some kind of a mix-up and they basically told me it was canceled and there was nothing they could do about it. And I was about to let it go because again, I was afraid of confrontation and just didn't want to make a scene. Until some old lady came up to the front desk, let's call her Karen, and absolutely ripped them a new one for some minor issue relating to the room they had. It was something about not having enough pillows or something. And that interaction taught me so much because despite it being so ridiculous and inappropriate, they actually were treating her as if this was valid feedback and were acquiescing to everything she was asking for. And that's when I realized you simply aren't going to get things sometimes unless you make noise. And to be clear, I'm not saying that what she was doing was okay, but there are things that you can take from it into this approach that I call the Karen method, which is basically where if you ask yourself, is the feedback that you're about to give Karen level or under? And 9 times out of 10, whatever it is that you're planning to share feedback on isn't going to be as extreme as what a Karen would do, which means you are totally valid in sharing that feedback. Now you're past that mental barrier, which is typically the first step. But now if you need help actually structuring the feedback itself, let me know if you want part 2.